Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. This is a little balance bike belonging to a young friend of mine, and it's been having trouble with the back wheel. So listen to the front, and then listen to the back. Sounds pretty rough compared to the front, so let's get the wheel off and see what we can do. I think the bearings are bad on it. Is that what you think, buddy? You think the bearings are bad too? You want to say it out loud? No? Okay. So we take those tabs off and slide the wheel off. And there we go, that's out of the way. So let's get up close. So looking at it here, you can see on this side, I think the bearing is okay. But on the other side, the dust cap has popped out. So we need to loosen all of these locking nuts and get in. So let's get the caps off, the cap nuts off first. And the washers. And then it's the other side, not that it makes any difference, I believe, with the axle, but there we go, nipped my finger. Oh, they sound pretty rough. I might need another spanner to get in there, but I might be able to do it from beneath. If I put this other spanner on the back, like that. No, it's not. It is coming off, but it's not unlocking. There's a cone or something in there as well, so I need to get a small spanner. So I've got a small bicycle bearing spanner here. It's just very thin. And 13mm by the looks of it. Let's get that on there, and then get this one on here. And loosen that off. And we're getting in. I'm just unscrewing it from behind. I can see that the bearing cage has fallen apart. Oh, this is an interesting one. So I thought these were sealed ball bearings. Whoa, lost some. Lost one somewhere. I don't think it matters. So I don't know what happened there. That's the cone. It looks pretty chewed up. There's a cup on each side. Thank you. So we found our bearing. So this is the ball bearing thing here. The bearing's in a cage. And this is the good cone, which ultimately looks a bit rough as well. I would suspect that these have never seen grease, ever. So to keep it going, we're going to need to get a new cage. And I wonder if I have one in my set of bits. I think on a bike like this, doesn't do long distance touring or racing, it's probably okay to just bung things back together if I could get a spacer, or just put in some more ball bearings. I have more bearings of the same size here and some more there, but I would like to see if I have one in a cage because it makes things easy. So in yet another pot of things, I have bearings that are way too big, cones that are way too big. I thought I had seen cones recently that were the right size. These would do it, but they're designed for a bigger ball. I'm not sure if that cone is even hardened. So it's really just the issue with the cage, and that cage has worn out, so I can't really fold it back into shape. It's worn quite thin, it's quite sharp as well. So I went through recently and had a purge of things that were broken. That's why I don't seem to have any spare. I kept the only one that wasn't pitted, and of course I had loads of ones that were the wrong size. So let's put some spare balls in, and without the spacers, I think instead of taking 6 balls, it'll take something like 9 or 10. And it'll still work just fine. So we'll put in a mix of balls. The balls actually aren't that bad. They're not as shiny as you know, chrome covered ones, but that might just be from dust. You know, I haven't got a microscope here and I'm not going to check them that way. The ball races are pretty crappy looking as well, but like it's a solid plastic wheel with an insert, you know, it's not exactly something that's designed for taking high loads. And it hasn't had high loads, of course, but it is what it is. A little bit of grease won't hurt this wheel at all. I'll just rebuild it as it is, I think. Grease, multi-purpose. Push that up a little bit. Little bit in there. The sides falling out. A little bit in there. I'm not sure that this grease reacts well with the plastic. I have no idea. Sometimes grease doesn't, and maybe that's why they haven't put any in. But these bikes, you know, they're not designed to last very long, which is a reflection on our society more than anything. It's quite sharp there, the edges of that. What the grease does in this case is it helps me to keep the ball bearings in while I'm reassembling it. So on this side, I don't know which side was which, but I can push those bearings in, and they're in now, and that's okay. Pull out that bit of extra grease, wipe it in there. Get a little bit more, put that on this side. And then with my finger, I'll just put those balls in an arrangement around the center. And the idea is with the little cage, it stops the balls bunching up, you know, 6 on one side, but you just need to put some more in and then it'll be okay. So what are we up to there? 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I'll get 10 in. It should be okay. And I thought these were a little... Oh, I've lost one somewhere. I've lost one in there. There it is. Luckily it comes apart. A bit more grease maybe. I thought these were little sealed ball bearings, but that would probably be more expensive than what they have here, these bicycle type bearings. So, put the axle back through. Pushes out that bit of grease. Just wipe that off because we don't need it. Then this guy. Then one locking nut. The second. No, I've gotten the wrong way around. According to the other side, the thin one was on first, so not that it makes any difference as far as I can tell, but we're not going to be able to tighten this up too tight because of the plastic hub. So it's just a matter of getting it into position and having it rolling freely again, but not crunching. And we won't be able to hear it anyways this time quite the same way as last time. And the other thing is that dust cover has popped down a bit, so we'll move that. So that's it spinning freely there. So let's just tighten up at that. So put the back side into a spanner. Put a thin spanner on here. And hold those two together. And then tighten this one up against it. Just to lock it up. What do you think? Will that do it? Yeah, we're getting a nod there. That seems good. Now, it's better than before, that's for sure. So then let's see if we can push this dust cover back down. Not with that one. What can we use? A little piece of, little tire lever maybe. There we go. It's just pushing it back into position. It just has a friction fit on the bearing cone. And we put on the other locking nut. And then a spanner here. And then another one on top. They kind of clunk together. It's still spinning freely. I get this back in here. Slide the wheel back in. I've lost my bits. Where are they? Where are my nuts gone? It's important. These washers have this tab on them, and that stops the wheel sliding off, so it's important to get the tab in position. Then the wheel won't slide off when you're using it, even if it comes a little bit loose. It's quite a successful little repair today. Tighten up by hand. And then get the spanners on them. Just tighten them up. Right. So that's taken 12 minutes so far, and that's tight enough there. 12 minutes, and a lot of that was looking for parts. But let's see how it spins there. No crunching, not like before. And now it might be an idea for me to take this one apart, doing the same thing, and just put a dab of grease on. It certainly won't hurt. Any questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. See you later. You gonna say it?
Thanks for watching. See you later.
See you later.